Так. Экспресс времени. Пошли.
Where did they get to? Ah, speak of the devil. I was just wondering when you might show up. Don't worry, there's enough to go around. On the house, order whatever you like. There's something I need your help with. I had to make it up to you somehow. Looks like we're not the only ones who wanted afternoon tea today, though. We'll have to stand up for the time being. Was it that obvious? I'm out of practice. Well, you're clearly better traveled than I am, and I know how generous you are. I feel embarrassed to ask now. How can I put this? If I remember correctly, you, March, and Don Hung came here on that train. The Astral Express, right? I was wondering, is the train accepting new passengers? I guessed as much. You see, there's not much left for me here except to carry on repairing equipment in the workshop. I like practicing the guitar, and performances are fun, but the crowds are pretty small. Besides, I'm a researcher. How could I not get excited about the chance to explore new worlds up close? Everyone gets tired of living in small places like Bellabog after a few years, right?
Ну, честно говоря, я бы ее взял. Почему нет? Но я-то не решаю об этом.
Okay. Okay, I know this is a lot to ask out of the blue, so...
Да, не вопрос.
I knew...
Не вопрос. Если разрешат, я...
Better send Himiko a text and or I guess I could ask Mr. Who's the best?
Химеку,
Let's send
наверное.
a message to Himiko.
Угу. Она умная. И все? В смысле? Я сказал, что она умная и талантливый механик, и этого достаточно, чтобы она присоединилась к Звёздному экспрессу? Обалдеть. Так просто? Что-то как-то, ну, странно. Так, ну это фиолетовый квест, я думаю, я так думаю, он тоже большой, длинный, часовой. А получается, что еще выпал? Выпал еще один фиолетовый квест. Это я еще не сделал. Это, блин, мне надо вот это уже продолжить. Основной квест. Так, 4. Выпал мне сегодня с поздравительной десятки. Крутил волка. Выпал гепард.
You should go and talk to Lady Bronya, Serval. It was her personal invite, after all.
I know. Oh, no, not at all.
Perfect timing. Please, talk.
I knew. That's just it.
Serval, I understand your reluctance to, but Lady Bronya values your talent, and she sees how much you could. In any case, you should at least.
Okay, I get it. Sorry. I need to get this up.
Same old Serval. Sorry, my head's still in. As you know, my sister used to be one of the research team leads in the Silvermane Guards, but her expertise went far beyond Stellaron's. She was, and immediately after her succession, Lady Bronya set her sights on Serval's talents. The Supreme Guardian. However, you saw her attitude just. I think my intuition tells me this is mostly linked to Madame Cook. That's true. Never mind. I can tell the two of you have a close bond. Hand on heart, I wouldn't want to see her sitting by. Velabog is too small a place for a mind as inquisitive as. I'll admit. Are you busy? Let's go and wait for her in front of Klipoth.
Не все так просто получается. Окей.
You know what
Я думаю, они там поругаются.
Doesn't seem like they finished talking yet. I hope it's not turning into.
I understand your circumstances, Serval. I respect your choice. It was my mistake to make an unwarranted request without considering your own wishes. Allow me to offer you my apologies. I hope you don't take this matter to heart.
No need, Bronya. You're a Supreme Guardian now. Don't let a little thing like this... Besides, I'm the one who should be apologizing. I've put my own personal reasons ahead of Belobog's reconstruction.
I get it, Serval. After all, you and Mother... Sorry, I don't mean to open up old wounds. But there's something I need to ask you. This guitar, I found it after going through Mother's old things. She was never a music lover, so I thought this might be connected to you.
Kokolia... You...
Huh?
It's nothing. You're right, it does belong to me. In fact, it once belonged to me and Kokolia. It was our shared treasure. If you don't mind, Bronya, could I take it back to the workshop?
Of course. I'm sure there's a story behind it. But that's between you and Mother. I won't pry. I hope you have an amazing journey, Serval. Do remember to visit home when you get the chance.
Неужели они были этими любовницами?
I
А?
will. Thank you, Bronya. I assume you heard our conversation just now. I didn't expect her to be so open-minded. And she didn't even try to persuade me to stay. She didn't summon me just to return the guitar, did she?
I wouldn't rule it out. She's good at reading people's minds. She would have known that you'd never set foot in Klipoth Fort voluntarily.
After all these years, I never thought I'd set eyes on this guitar again. Guess we're stuck with each other.
If she did, I never knew about it.
The story behind this guitar. It'll take a while to tell. When we were in cadet school, Kokolia and I were notoriously disruptive. We were always coming up with the next crazy invention. We called it exploring the infinite possibilities of new technologies. This guitar was one of those inventions. Kokolia came up with a name. The Super Electromagnetic Flux Player, or electric guitar for short. Don't believe me? Let me tell you, Kokolia and I shared a similar way of thinking back in the day. It's a bit of a mouthful, but I liked it at the time. It was a rock and roll name. I told you it'd take a while to tell the story. Let's get back to the workshop first. By the way, wanna help me pack my bags?
Так, подожди, я же еще не рассказал, что тебя
That's one
приняли
of
или нет.
yours, right?
I didn't think many people liked that one. Seems the city might have a few nice memories of me after I'm gone. Now, what am I gonna call this new song? There's no place like home. I never feel completely free out there. Japard, can you lend your dear sister a hand? Help me pack my bags.
Am I allowed to refuse? This place. Just
Okay, I'm about to go traveling with him. Who knows how long it'll be before I can visit home again. You should help me pack while you still have the chance.
fine. I'll give you a hand.
You just need to make yourself at home. You've done plenty of work already.
Помогите ей собрать багаж. Окей. Гитара.
Since you're so curious, this guitar was actually given to me as a birthday present by Kokolia a long time ago. I came up with the design, but I was never able to build it. Some of the raw materials were either too expensive or too hard to get a hold of. Quick as lightning, always keeping her word. That was her way of doing things.
If it was a gift, why was...
I don't think anyone realized, but back then we were so close we didn't even differentiate between each other's possessions. We shared pretty much everything. We lived in the same dormitory, went to the same school together every day, ate together, whiled away the time together, and occasionally talked about music together, though it wasn't something she was overly familiar with. That's how things were until the day we fell out. A lot of our shared possessions never left her office again. I was always looking forward to the day she'd return this guitar. I thought that would be the day we could bury the hatchet. Now that I think about it, perhaps I was too naive. She'd probably forgotten it even existed. And that's the only Kokolia you guys ever got to know, huh? Always ahead of everyone else, never looking back, even for a second. She put it all out of her mind. Me and every memory to do with me. You know, but that's what makes it harder.
Let bygones be bygones, sister.
How did the conversation get so heavy again? No good. Let's talk about something interesting. You know something, Japard? That guitar case in your hand and my guitar? They're both from the same prototype. The Super Electromagnetic Flux Player.
I never knew your guitar had a connection to me, too. Quite the story.
Well, let's see.
It's a family heirloom. It belonged to Ron.
I wanted to keep it with me. But that's the problem with old things. The less you use them, the easier. Hey, wait a minute. Didn't I teach you a few
Here we go again. You don't have to do everything.
The principle behind this machine and the one you fixed when you first came to the workshop is the same. So, I'll leave this one to you. In return, I knew you were a reliable. Think about it. You helped me fix my machine the first time you came here, and now.
Well done for putting up with her for this.
Wow, great job. Like as promised, let me tell you the story. Its original owner was an ancestor of the Landau family, Rhonda Landau. She was one of our great heroes who participated in the defense of Belobog 700 years ago. The records tell that during the decisive battle, she led 2 Silvermane Guard brigades. She engaged the enemy for 4 full days and nights in the fight for the city. I still have the newspaper clippings from that time. I'll show you when I get the chance. Of course. After all, she was a Landau.
Take responsibility for your choices and the people of Belobog. Every Landau is driven by that ethos.
Oh, that's a letter I was gonna send to my mom. There's nothing personal in it.
You're still writing to Mom.
Only to Mom. You know,
You know, Serval,
I'll think of. Oh, that? It's a botanical specimen. Little Lynxie sent it during one of her research trips. As for the name, I can't quite recall.
the snowman's palm. And little Lynxie is the youngest sister of the Landau family, by the way.
Ah, yes. Snowman's palm. My memory's the worst.
It's the only plant here that looks like it's still alive.
Hey, watch it! Anyway, this specimen means a lot to me, so I'm bringing it with me. Thanks for the reminder. That should be everything. Now, what am I gonna call this new song? Finally. I think I must have left cadet school with about the same amount.
No easy job. Serval, I want to ask you again. Do you really want to leave Belobog and go with the Trailblazers?
Of course. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I can't miss it. What's wrong, Japard? Oh, I see. Can't let go of your dear old sister, huh?
Forget it. I don't want to complicate things for you. But before you leave, I have one last request to make. The garrison is heading down to the underworld soon, to survey the situation around Boulder Town. Why don't you come with me?
Huh? You just said you didn't want to complicate things for me, and now you're sending me on a mission. Aha! You just want to spend as much time as possible with me before I go, right?
No, it's not that. I've heard there are a lot of old energy hubs in the underworld, and you're probably the only person in Belobog who knows how to inspect them. Since you're leaving one way or the other, why don't you do the people of the city one last favor before you go?
Even at a time like this, you're still thinking about the people. I don't know what to say. All right, I'll help you out. The first and last time the Landau siblings will work together.
Thanks, sis. If you have the time, could you accompany the garrison? You're Belobog's hero. I'm sure you must be popular in the underworld. Thanks. I'll
I'm tired of packing. I drank all.
А, в смысле, все, что ли? Не понял. Экспресс времени, так бы... Интересно.
Still got the brains.
Странная вещь. А он исчез, да? Призрак. А ну да, вон видно. Призрак. Так, пройти коррозию. Так, давай. Нет, это не то. Так, подожди, я сколько заработал? 300, да? Давай попробуем.
That's it. Let's see some sparks fly.
You can fight it or rock with it. You won't get away.
These are devils. I'll crush them all.
Turn it up. Keep up. You can fight it or rock with it.
Step out of it.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Turn it up. Give me strength.
Don't get cocky.
Dare attack me? Get them.
Step out of it. Let's see some sparks fly.
Keep up. You can fight it or rock with it. You won't get away.
These are devils. I'll crush them all.
Don't get cocky.
Ну, чё? Так. Так, а я ему уже я ему купил сет боксера. Да. Чемпион уличного бокса. Ну, единственное, что у меня вот это ни хрена нет. Так. 400. Разберите одну лирика. Давай. Как раз зафармил. Угу. Так.
Wow, you're finally back! And just in time for the Express's grand spring clean? Have you ever heard of a washtopia? It's a place where space vehicles can stop to rest. There are plenty of them throughout the universe. They're close enough together that you can travel between them without even activating a warp device. Washtopia's only cleaned the exterior of the train, and they do a great job. Since you only just got back.
Ни хрена себе. В смысле 50? Стоп. Это квест. Я 40-го уровня, я не потяну.
How is everything? If you're ready.
Короче, оставляем это на потом. Я могу, конечно, пойти испытания пройти, но проблема в том, что я не знаю, как возвысить. Вот, допустим, вот 2, да? Вот это где мне брать? Большая шахта. Откроется после завершения миссии застойная тень. Когда она появится, эта миссия? Либо можно полететь сюда, допустим. Тут, скорее всего, надо будет там раза 5. Ладно, короче. Опа, трупы.
Mr. Yang, someone's hurt.
Up ahead. Please.
Это что такое? А, это типа это, да?
There are wounded everywhere.
The silver lining is that, based on what we can see, no civilians were caught up in the battle. I'm guessing the Cienjo must have evacuated the port immediately, leaving the soldiers to deal with the crisis.
Таких монстров тут нет никого. Птичка электрическая.
Careful. We've never seen this kind of life form before.
Awaiting orders, Mr. Yang.
40-го уровня.
You won't get away.
Угу.
Turn it up. You won't get away.
Опыта. Она оживляется?
Now that's a gold-winning victory.
Miss Tingyun, fall back!
Ушастая белка. Ну или кто там? Лисичка.
You there? We need your help.
Конечно, я ударить не мог.
Thanks for saving beauty from the beast. Pleasure. But are you thanking us or giving yourself a compliment? Keep up. You won't get away.
Miss Tingyun, the Mara struck have been repelled, but there could be other dangers nearby. The situation is serious. Allow us to escort you back to the Skyfaring Commission. Immediately.
Calm down, I heard you. It'd be rude of me to depart without thanking our benefactors. My name is Tingyun, I'm the ambassador for the Lawfu Skyfaring Commission Merchant Guild. May I venture to know the illustrious names of my heroes?
Illustrious names? Sure. I'm March 7th. This is Mr. Yang. Oh, Mr. Welt Yang. And this is...
I see. Well, thank you for coming to our aid. Although, there is one thing I don't understand. Starskiff Haven is under lockdown. Since none of you are Xianzhou residents, may I ask how you came to be here? If you can't offer an explanation, I'm afraid these Cloud Knights will have to escort you out.
We called for port transfer and got no response, but then someone opened the Jade Gate for us. When we arrived, there was no one to be found, so we started to make our own way through.
How can that be? My ship was the last one into port before the Jade Gate was shut. The Skyfaring Commission has already locked down Starskiff Haven entirely.
We're telling the truth. You could verify it yourself by checking the access history of the Jade Gate. We found it strange ourselves when the gate opened, but no one came to greet us.
You're with the Astral Express.
You've heard of us?
Indeed I have. Oh, you've arrived at a bad time. The Xianzhou has suffered an incident. Whether you're here for leisure, treatment, or trade, I'm afraid you won't be able to go through with it. For your safety, you should hurry to Central Starskiff Haven and take refuge. I'll take you to Madame Yukong of the Skyfaring Commission and let her decide how to proceed.
We caught wind of the incident you mentioned. That's why we're here, Miss Tingyun. To help the Xianzhou seal the Stellaron.
Your actions have already revealed your kind hearts to me. Sadly, I can't make you any promises. You're outsiders, and only Madame Yukong has the authority to consider your offer. Oh, don't worry. Madame Yukong is kind-hearted too. Come on now, I'll lead the way.
Ну да, я думаю, наверное, все-таки это лиса. Уши большие.
Those monsters back there.
Так, куда мне идти?
They were no monsters.
Это я в какую сторону иду? Вниз, да? А, я могу... Ой, слушай, могу... Да подожди ты. Пораженными Мора. А как понять пораженными Мора в каком плане? Там открыто? А я не пройду, да? Не, нормально. Так, что это? Ага, это корабль. Ну, этот мир. Надо синьки самому пройти.
Why have we stopped?
Don't worry, miss.
Favor? Count me out. What if we do it wrong and you get your cloud cronies to throw us in jail?
I shouldn't have doubted you. The soldiers stationed here must have moved these into a roadblock. I'd like to see us try. Not that I'm doubting your skill, but if I'm not mistaken, the containers in the Trove of Verdure can be moved. You've already put on quite the show. Do you think... I knew it! We just need to pass through here, take the barge to Starskiff Haven, and we'll be safe.
В смысле, внутри вот этого корабля еще передвижение на яликах происходит? Понимаю.
You know, you sound sweet.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
You won't get away.
Turn it up. I have something for you.
Блин. Не хватило чуть-чуть.
Now that's a gold-winning victory.
Так, а что мне надо? Отправка на рабочую площадку.
That's barely
You
enough.
mentioned the Stellaron.
You work for the Skyfaring Commission, so I assume you're aware of its destructive power.
Yes, I am. As an Amicassator, I've been to many planets and seen my fair share of Stellaron corrosion.
Сволочь, я хотел, ну, не успел. Так, это что такое?
Pretty good crowd today. Keep up.
I can do this!
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with
Какие-то новые
it.
противники уже.
Turn it up.
You won't get away.
I can do this!
Perhaps you still. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception. Keep up.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again!
You won't get away.
The best is yet to come.
Бля, а что, не что ли? Я думал, уязвимость.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
You won't get away.
Turn it up.
I'm scared!
Small fry. Now that's a gold-winning victory.
Time for the main event. Keep up.
I'm gonna hold everyone.
You won't get away.
А, подожди, это лучше вот
Best is
ей
yet
бить.
to come.
Ой, что такое? А, хпшка.
Time for the main event. Turn it up.
You won't get away.
Не понял.
Wow, can I really keep it?
Это типа шутката, что ли? Так, там большая хрень. Ага. Гексанексус. Так, так, так. Поверните область так, чтобы физический блок соответствовал пассивно с обеих сторон. Переключите. Не понял. Вращать. Угол обзора. Так, а я вот тут могу что-нибудь делать? Но. И чего? А вот эти фигнюшки я не могу, да? Так, тут одна только хрень, как я ее совмещу? Ну вот, совместил. Давай, как вот там, соединим. Она не может, он не может быть вот здесь вот и вот здесь вот одновременно. С обоих сторон. Ну как? Бред. Он получается через центральную прозрачный квадрат он проецирует. Ну не проецирует, а ну, отображает, наверное. Дублирует, копирует. Интересно. Я бы не подумал бы. Идет зарядка. Ну и вот идет, пускай.
Pretty good crowd today. Keep up!
I can do this!
Time for an overhaul. Let's rock!
You won't get away.
The
Так,
best is yet
что
to
там?
come.
Что это? Птичка какая-то. Чё? Ладно.
Get ready and watch your backs.
Leave it to me.
Here to crash the party?
Turn it up. I'm scared.
Perhaps you still don't. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Don't come any
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
Give me strength.
Get cocky.
I have something for you.
Where's the applause? Let's see some sparks fly.
Надо поменять хил на 4-ю позицию.
Pretty good crowd.
Она же 3, блин, бьет, лечит.
Let's rock. I'm gonna hold everyone back again.
Угу.
Protect me. Protect me.
The punches decide.
Oh, finally. Look how many tail hairs I lost on the way. Oh, my beautiful tail. We had a difficult start, but things got easier. Look, that's the barge I was talking about. Don't fret. All ambassadors know their way around a star skiff.
I was perfectly calm until she volunteered to help.
Please take your seats, everyone. We'll be off right away.
Так, подожди. Подожди, отряд. Ага.
On behalf of the Skyfaring Commission, allow me to welcome you to Starskiff Haven. On the Xianzhou Luofu, anything relating to aviation, navigation, and trade falls within the scope of the Skyfaring Commission, which is one of the 6 commissions of the Luofu. As the biggest port on the ship, Starskiff Haven is governed by the Skyfaring Commission too.
You definitely sound like a... what was it again? Oh, Amy Cassidy. By which I mean, nice speech.
That's too kind of you. My job involves ferrying business delegates to and from Starskiff Haven, so I do this kind of introduction all the time. Anyway, we're safe now. Normally, I'd be a good host and take you around, but these are difficult times. Let's head to the Palace of Astrum first and report your arrival to Madame Yukong.
Palace of Astrum?
Right there, the tallest building in the city. It's also the headquarters of the Skyfaring Commission. Let's hurry. We haven't got much time. I don't mean to rush you, but if Madame Yukong holds me accountable for not getting you over soon enough, sounds scary.
We need to make a few preparations before paying a visit to any of the 6 commissions. Rest assured, Miss Tingyun, we won't go anywhere. If you can inform Madame Yukong of our arrival first, we'll meet you at the palace entrance later.
Very well.
Little Miss Fox moves at quite the pace. I can't keep up with her. I've spent too long on the bench. Let's catch our breath for a while, huh? We can expect a packed schedule ahead.
Похоже на вот это, кстати, вот локация очень похожа на японскую локацию. Так же, как в Геншине и Надзума. Только, ну, тут космическая. Так.
That might be a little harsh. She did the right thing by not trusting us initially. We were an unknown quantity to her. As for the rush, my guess is she's just eager to get us out of her hair and further up the chain. It'll be all right. We're not trying to stand in her way. We have nothing to hide from her.
We didn't have any.
Not so fast.
Белобоги нас сразу приняли.
I need to give you two a heads up first. Our meeting with Madame Yukong won't be without risk.
She is a top Xianzhou leader. Oh, Mr. Yang, do you think this could be Belobog all over again?
No, the Xianzhou Alliance is better than that. But Madame Yukong will definitely have a string of difficult questions for us. Why did we choose to come to the Xianzhou now? How did we know that the incident is related to a Stellaron? Who leaked their information to us? Careless answers mean distrust and potential hostility, which would make things much harder for us.
Huh, crud. One of us is gonna blurt something out, or get something wrong, I just know it. Good idea. We can be his cheerleaders in the background.
Let's not do that. Don't worry, we'll find a way through. Let me do the talking.
Она типа таким образом предупредила. Чего я там получил? А, ну вот, я прав был. Значит, это леса все-таки. Так, это я, получается, первую часть прошел, да? Ну, основного. Надо, короче, посмотреть мне в интернете, наверное. Где мне вот эту хрень, застойную тень. Как она? Застойная тень. Миссия застойная тень. Может быть, это мне сюжетно. Ну, дальше надо пройти. Ну-ка, тут то же самое. Ну да. Вот у этой, наверное, у этой только другое, вроде как. А, то же самое. Ладно. Так, ну уже в следующий раз. Как-то так.